Hey there. Can you hear me? Can you see me okay? Does everything seem like it's working well? I am still cleaning up my desk or my table from playing around with this laser behind me. Tim and I were up here playing around with it till late last night, really late last night. So let me know, can you hear me? And welcome in. I thought I would do something on it tonight, but I don't feel like I'm ready. Okay, yes, you can hear and see me. Thanks, Renee. Thanks, everyone. All righty. So, give me just a second to try to finish cleaning up a little bit. Oh, I got my bracelets over here still. Let's put those back on. There we go. How is everyone doing this evening? Hope you guys are doing well. Let me find the stream on my phone real quick so that if I need to follow comments on it in a little bit, I can, because I'm going to share my computer in just a little bit, and it makes it a little bit tricky. I say a little bit a lot, don't I? Makes it tricky to see the comments sometimes. I don't know where I am on here. Let's just go for it. All right. Well, welcome here. I appreciate you guys coming in tonight. Give me just a minute. Uh-oh. Give me just a minute to say hi to everyone. I'll show you kind of a sample of what this laser does in a minute, but we're just not going to spend time doing it tonight. Tonight, we are going to try our hand at sublimating on some cupcake boxes. And I've never used a cupcake box. First of all, a sublimation cupcake box. And so that's going to be new. And I haven't used cardstock or cardboard or anything on this press yet. All right. Calm down, Marilyn. Let me say hi to everybody. That'll calm me down. All right. Hey, Nicole. I hope it's going to be fun. I hope it goes well and that it's a lot of fun. We're going to see. Hey, Carrie Crafts. Welcome. Let's see. How do I get out of a family requirement? So I've been there, done that. You go in the bathroom, even when you're in Popeyes, you go in the bathroom and you just watch on your phone for a little while. And then you go out to the car to get something maybe you forgot. Or if you are like Karen D and Jamie, they're cousins, they just go in the basement and hide together so that they can watch. But thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Hey, Tanya, if you are here, you might be at that family engagement. Hey, Mrs. JB. Hi, Rosalind. Hi, Reba Phillips. Welcome. Hey, Sylvia. Hi, Dee. All right, give me watching from the bushes. Well, thank you for having it playing while you're doing what you're doing. Hi, Louise. Hi, Marta. Hey, Jennifer. Hi, Sharon Davenport. Oh, thank you. Thumbs up if you don't mind taking a second to hit that like button. I'd appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you do, there's that little, I think it's a bell, and you click on it and then you say all so that you get all notifications. Hey, Karen. Hi, Carol. Hey, Stacy. Hi, Patricia Johnson. Hey, Merlinda. Let's see. Scroll down here. Hey, Kelly. How are you? Hey, Donzel. Welcome. Hi, Elba. Hope everything's going okay in your world right now. Hey, Kristen. Happy Thursday to you. Hi, Martin. It's hard to believe that a week from now it's going to be Thanksgiving. That is so hard to believe. I need to buy my turkey. I haven't bought my turkey yet. Have to do that this weekend. And then pray that it thaws out enough to cook it. Hey, Robin S. Hey, Martha. Hey, Minerva. I'm going to start scrolling a little bit faster. Hey, Elevate Artistry. How are you? Hey, Geneva Coleman. Hey, Porgy Town. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Linda Tolbert. Hi, Beverly. Creative Notions. And Renee, thanks again for letting me know everything sounded okay. Hi, Retired Crafter 22. Okay. Hey, Unbiased. Welcome. Hi, Alice B. Hey, C. Mills, Marilyn Barber. If I miss you on accident, I'm very sorry. Hey, Mildred. Hey, Eve. Stephanie, I'm doing well. Okay, I got to tell you, a week ago when I was on here, I was a little shell-shocked with some stuff going on, and I felt just off, and I know it showed, and you guys stayed, and you were kind, and you didn't say you stink tonight. What's wrong? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm over the shell shock. It is what it is. We're going to deal with it. Hey, Vera. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Penny. Hey, Ethel. Hey, Julie Ann Crookston from Montana. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started here in just a second. Hey, Jennifer. Thanks for coming in. All right. I really am going to scroll this time. Hi, Diane. How are you? Okay, scrolling. All right, if I missed you, I truly apologize. We are going to go ever, you don't ever stink. I don't know, Eve, it was pretty bad. I was like, man, Marilyn, you barely talked. I don't know that I laughed the whole night. And that is so not me. Hey, Chanel, welcome. Okay, so here's what we're going to do tonight. Let me grab the boxes. They're right on the other side of the camera. Hey, Station Mans, welcome. I'm going to grab those and we'll get started. I'm going to do some of the design. Well, I'm going to do all the design on live. I ripped this box open yesterday and kind of looked at everything. And then I just set it down, and Tim and I kept playing on that laser. Thanks, Renee. Thank you. But I'm really excited about this because Christmas is coming up. And so we tend to either take things to other places, give away snacks, cookies, whatever. And really, this box could be whatever you want it to be. Now, I'm going to show these to you. Hi, Gail. I'm going to show these to you online. In my opinion, they're a little bit expensive. And I saw something else that I could get that was much less expensive. But to me, they're a little bit expensive. Anything that you're going to throw away that is $2 and something after they're 20% off, to me, that's a little bit expensive. Tanya, did I say hi? I feel like maybe I did, but now I'm not sure. Hey, Robin Murphy. Okay, so I was talking about, Tim and I were kind of playing on this laser behind me last night. And when I'm making samples, I tend to try different settings. And so it's called a COM marker. It is a fiber laser. So I have various lasers. So now when I do trials, I always say which laser I'm using. Thanks, Donzel. I'm going to wear this sweatshirt like every week until Christmas because there's just not many times you could wear it. Anytime you get sad, remember. Aw. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, so it's called a COM marker. It's a fiber laser. And I haven't had it too long, but I did a little experiment. So CM, Tim was typing these in. He didn't have a space between the CM and the P, but that's okay. CM stands for COM marker, and then P stood for power, and then S stood for speed. So you can see that I tried various power, or no, I tried 100% all the time, but I tried different speeds. Hey, Delonda, welcome. Thanks for being here. Hey, Willie. Pieces of boxes are crazy sometimes. We're going to see tonight. And so I liked the power 100 and the speed 100. So as a final thing that says, hey, I like this, I went ahead and did something. I actually put this on a shirt. I don't know if you remember that, but I put camping crew and then I put the settings on there. It was already run because of the back. So I wanted to be able to just glance at it and see that this is the COM marker, power 100, speed 100. And I know a lot of people are getting various lasers right now. And so if you're new to laser, if you're old to lasers, if you're working with lasers at all, they're kind of like cutting machines. Different materials require different times and settings and pressures and speeds and all that good stuff. So I would recommend just do some trial things on a blank and then document what it was. That way you can just grab out your little blanks and you can look and see what you used. Here it is. So I also bought some black bottle openers, and they were a little more challenging. So you can see all the different powers and speeds I tried on it. The challenge with a coated one. So this one is bare metal. This one is coated metal. The challenge with these, just like the challenge with tumblers and other things that are coated, is you want to engrave or engrave through the coating without marking the metal. Now on a diode laser, when you're doing tumblers, diode lasers don't mark metal, so you don't have to worry about it so much, but on a fiber laser you do. So I did all those, and we turned it over and we did some more. And I think I ended up liking the power of 60 or 57 with speed of 330. And I noticed way over here on the zeros, none of those turned out great, which makes me wonder if the coating isn't really even. All right, what's going on? Hey, Mary Brown, because somebody says, I hope not, because it's cold in Richmond, Virginia. No, it was cold in North Carolina today too. Yeah, it's gotten really cold here too. So that was just kind of a fun thing that I was doing. For tonight, here's the pieces of what I have. And these are just boxes that hold 4 cupcakes. If you don't want to put the insert inside and you want to throw a bunch of cookies inside instead, you could. And so here they are. And you can tell, first of all, you can tell the sublimation side, because obviously it's going to be the outside of the box. But the sublimation side also feels very smooth. There is some type of coating on there that makes it very smooth. And then the inside of the box feels more like a smooth cardboard, but it's not as slippery smooth as this. It's supposed to get snow tomorrow, Penny. Had rain all night last night and today. Greatly needed. Yeah. We've had quite a bit of rain, and we went without for so long that it is needed here as well. So I guess the first thing that I want to do is I want to measure the size of this. Let me find these. Okay, so there it is. See what else I might have open on my computer that I might mess up with. All right, so I'm going to try to share my screen. Hey, Victoria's Creations. Hey, Anna. Okay, let's see. Share my screen. Share my screen. I want to share the entire screen. I don't think that's working. Select a tab to share. Oh, okay. I think I'd rather do the entire screen. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull up what I'm going to be working on. Because like I said, I think these look a little bit expensive. Is that a PYD Life press? Yeah. So these are PYD Life brand. And here is a PYD press. I didn't even know they had a press that looked like that. That looks suspiciously very much like a press that some of us have. Okay, so here's the one that I'm using. I don't know which one of these I linked in the video description. It gets you to the same page. And if you're interested, try them out. Again, I think they're a little expensive. So I'm going to show you a different thing that might be interesting too. For example, you get 10 of these. These are the bigger ones, 9.4 by 6.2. And there's a 20% coupon, so 30 divided by 26. So you get $6 off of that. Here's the ones that I'm using tonight. They're a little bit smaller. A 20% coupon, 20% of 20 would be $4, and 20% of 40 would be 50 cents. I don't know, but you're getting $4 and something off, so they would be a little bit less than 20. In my world, for something you're throwing away, I think that's a little bit expensive, but I wanted to try now. But let's look at something else that I thought was really a pretty good buy. Let's do PYD Life Sublimation coffee mug box. Let's see. Here they are. They have two. This one, it seems like your mug would fall out the side. This one, I noticed. I think I might have linked this. I've never used it. I haven't even used these yet. This one, you get 20 of them, and it's $16. So those are less than $1 a piece. To me, that's more what I want to pay for something that's getting thrown away. Now, I know people pay a lot on wrapping paper and all that, but that's probably more like what I would pay. So let's go ahead and start this project. Okay, so how I do it? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Add to the stage. Nope. Let's not do that because I'm going to have to share my screen again. Guys, it's like I haven't done this before. There we go. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to measure how large this is. This is not going to work in one piece with a regular printer that prints 8.5 by 11. However, let's see, if you used 2 pieces, it's still not going to work with 2 pieces because for this box, it's almost 12 inches. It's a little over 12 inches wide. Now, you could do 8.5 by 14, and you could do that part of it with 1 piece of paper, I think. Let me look. No, you couldn't. You could not because it's 9.25 inches wide. So you would really be piecing a lot of things together to do this size on an 8.5 by 11 printer. I'm going to use my humongous koala sublimation paper. When I first got my large format printer, I bought this koala brand paper, and so I'm going to use it. Hey, Sherry Arndt. Hopefully I said that right. All right, Mrs. Parker, if you are sick, I saw Kristen's best wishes for a speedy recovery. I hope so too. Hello, where'd it go? Our Lovelanders, welcome. Good to see you. From the bedside, healing from surgery today. Okay. All right, I'm glad you say you're healing. Hey, Ruji, remember when you called me and you said you had an idea for me to laser on purse metal things that you can attach? Well, and I think I told you that I was going to be getting a fiber laser. Look, now I can truly engrave on metal, so I just need to find those purse blanks. Okay, let's find something to measure with. So this piece, and now excuse me for being a little disorganized. I don't usually do all the designing and all that on live, but I thought it was a good idea to do that. Just work through the process. I don't want to just pull out a piece of paper and press it on and be done. Okay, so I want to find out what size my design needs to be. Now there are cutouts in this, but I'm going to make my design the overall length of this and slightly larger. Now I'm going to write these measurements down. So it is 19.25 strong, so barely over 19.25. I'm going to make my design at 19.5 inches. So 19.5. And then, hey, Jessie. Hey, Patrice. Welcome. Hey, Coretta. Welcome, welcome. Okay, then the widest part of this little cupcake box is less than 12 and a quarter. I think I'll do 12.4. So my design's going to be, uh-oh, I got a problem. My paper's only 19 inches. I have a problem. I have a problem. And I'm thinking of a solution. Darn it. Okay. So there is a little flap here that I could sublimate with another piece of paper. I don't know what I'm going to do now. We're just going to design it. We're going to go with it. Design it and go with it. Maybe I need to design something where a white flap would look normal. I don't know. Do the sides in a different pattern. Yeah, I could print out two different things. That's probably what I need to do. I just didn't want to do it that way. That's what we're going to do, I guess. Okay. So then we're doing 12.4 by, I don't like this. I don't know if I'm going to do it this way or not. By 9.4. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I do not know. We're going to get on the computer and just figure it out together. Ha, that just put a little wrinkle in my plan. All right, let's go ahead and, hey, Gail, let's go ahead and dive into Creative Fabrica. Let me open it and then I'll go ahead and share my screen. That really put a little wrinkle in my plan. All right, we're going to share my screen and let's go ahead and share the entire screen. Okay. All right, so here's Creative Fabrica. What I want to do is I want to have something that's kind of holiday-ish for this. And what I want is a pattern that has small pieces, and I don't want anything that has large pieces because the top of this is just that. And so actually the top of it is really just that little piece. And so it needs to be small patterns for you to see it. So let's look for something Christmassy. Now I'm going to have to watch the chat up here. We're going to do, let's look for snowflakes. Snowflake paper. I saw Christmas paper there. So there's over 4,000 results. That's not really what I was going for. Here we go. So then you get into the various patterns, the pattern paper down here. And I don't want anything that really has a specific direction. So I could pick one of those. Those aren't so cute. Let's go for something cuter. Let's go for, let's try gingerbread man paper or pattern. Okay, those are cuter. Now the problem with this one is I don't want anything that just goes in one direction. Oh, you can't see it. All you can see is all those applications. Okay. All righty. Patrice, you can see that I need you up here. Okay, let's try present again. Share my screen. What one did I do last time? Did I share the window or the entire screen? I think I said entire screen. Let's just try the window and see if that works. Okay, maybe this works. There it is. Okay, sorry about that. So you didn't see anything I was looking at with the snowflakes, but they weren't all that cute. Now the problem with this is I don't want anything that goes in just one direction, because as your box goes across the top, then it folds down. It's going to be upside down, but on the back side, it'd be right side up. So I want something that goes every which way. And so I'm looking for something like that. For example, nope, your Santas would still be upside down with that one. I thought that would be a good one. I know I'm going to find what I want. I know it's in here. This may take a little bit, and I don't want to take up a ton of time just looking through this, because that's really, really boring. Okay, let's go. Christmas paper. Let's try that. I can't see the whole screen, but it looks like you can. That's good. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Pretty Designs. Hey, Lolita. Hey, Michaela. Welcome. Yeah, Kristen, that could solve that problem, couldn't it? Okay, so I did Christmas paper, and I'm kind of a pink girl. I like those. Ooh, I like those. Obviously, I should have found my design before I went live. I know I saw a Santa Claus thing in here the other day that was similar to what I want. Did I spell it right? I can't see my screen. I cannot see my whole screen to know. Oh, classes. That's good. Okay. I have to look up here to see. All right. This is gonna be the winner chicken dinner. Okay, where did I see an upside down Santa Claus? Those are not, none of those are upside down. We may go back to doing something like this. Anybody ever get stuck in this rut too? This rabbit hole? Wait, what was that? What was that? What was that? Nothing's upside down in that. Yeah, if you want to take a nap and come back in a little bit, that'd be fine. Oh, I have an idea. Okay. Here we go. We're going to go with something from this. Because see those candy canes, some are up and some are down. That's what I'm looking for. These leaves, some are up and some are down. And I thought of maybe a way to deal with this issue. All right, so we're going to go with this candy cane one. So I'm going to click download. I know, Mylene, you can easily be there for an hour. Okay, so then let me go to my downloads. And I'm just going to drag this. Oh, fine. Act like this on live. I'm going to go to my downloads. Santa Claus. And I want those candy canes. And those are so tiny. Does anybody see the candy canes in here? Is this them? Nope. There they are. I don't love this, but it's what we're going with for now. Oh my gosh, look at these. I really like that stuff. Maybe we're doing something like that instead. We're doing something like that instead. That's really cute. Really, really, really cute. You guys like pink? If Shay Shay's here, I know she likes pink. Didn't I not download that? I know I did. Okay. How can I make those bigger? Let's say show view options, and then I'm going to make them closer together, and I'm going to make them larger so I can see each one. Now here's the problem with these is those are huge patterns. Those are huge patterns. We're going back to the candy canes. All right. So for the candy canes, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to open up Inkscape. Now, Inkscape is a free design software. Thanks, Donzel. Okay, Gail, I hope everything's okay. Last we communicated, everything was good. Okay, you cannot see my Inkscape. So now I need to go back and share something else. Back and share something else. Oh my goodness. Let's remove that. Now let's stop that screen. Let's share it again. Share screen. I honestly feel like if I share my entire screen, maybe that's what I should be doing. Let's do that instead. Okay, I think that's going to work better. So we are going to open up Inkscape. We're going to bring it up. Hey, Lucille. Lucille, you might want to back out now. This is a rough live. Rough live. All right, this is Inkscape. Let me move this over so I can make that larger. Now, I think I have this set for 13 by 19 paper. However, because we have our issue, I'm probably going to need to print two things. One of them 9.5 by 12.4. So what size of paper would I need for that? I would still need my very large paper. So let's go up and see what size of paper I'm set to. Because in whatever you're printing from, you need to have the paper size match what you're truly printing. So in Inkscape, you go up to File, down to Document Properties. Right now it is set for A4 paper. That's not my size, so I'm going to change to inches. And then I could either go look for this huge paper, I think it's called Super B, or I can just change what I want. So I'm going to go 13 by 19, and it changed it for me. So I click on this red X right here. Okay. Now we're going to bring in my design that I chose. And I think this is it right here. So I'm just going to drag it onto my screen. And then when I drag things onto my screen, I don't change any of these settings. I use the default settings, so I just click OK. Alrighty. What I think I'm going to do is just basically print this the size, almost the size of the paper. And actually, if I do that, I'm going to have a problem because it's going to be stretched out. So I need 9 by 4. This is going to be 13 by 13 basically. We're going to go with that. We are going to go with that. And we're going to hope that these green things look cute. So let me find my paper. Now I do use high settings with my printer with sublimation, and so it does take a while for this to print out. But this is, and I'll change the view in a minute. It's humongous paper. So let me come over here and set it on my printer. Can you guys see me struggling over here? Okay, it says it's printing something and I haven't printed anything yet, so I don't know what's going to print out. Maybe I had a print job there that I never printed, but we're going to go up to my 15,000 series Eco Tank. I'm going to go to page setup, change it to one-sided. I want to make sure that it prints in color, and then I'm going to change this to high quality and print. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Can you see me over here? I canceled whatever print job that was because it wasn't my current one. Terry, I'm not sure if I said hi to you, but if not, hey. We're riding the struggle bus here. Okay, we're finally in business. So we're going to let that print. And then I think for the other piece of this, I would like to have something that would coordinate with it. I think that sounds like a monumental task right now for me, but we're going to try it. Let's go back to my Safari and let's see. What would be something that would coordinate with that? And actually, I would like to have a zigzag pattern almost, or some polka dots. Let's see. If I did polka dots. Let's see. Let's say red and white polka dots. Not pots, dots. Let's see what I get. Ooh, look at all this. Okay, making sure you can see it. Those don't really look like polka dots, but I do like that it has red and green in it. Let me see what happens if I change that to red and green polka dots. So do you guys use Creative Fabrica? It is wonderful. That's not red and green. Here we go. Now here's some, and there's a lot of white in this. So I feel like maybe that would make it easy to fix my issue that I'm going to have. This may be the stupidest looking box. It might be the stupidest looking box. But I think we're going to go with this. Now remember I said I'd like zigzag? There's some zigzag. Let's do zigzag. Let's do zigzag instead. Let's go ahead and download them. Thanks, Unbiased. Thank you. Hey, Carrie Crafts, welcome. Hey, Barb. All right, so we're going to go to that paper. And holy moly, that's hard to see. Is that my zigzag? That's not my zigzag. I thought I saw zigzags in there. There we go. You could either use that Nope. No stars. No, I thought it was polka dots. Let's see. How about you? Nope. There we go. We're going to use that. Okay, so let's go back to Inkscape. And we're going to delete this. And we're going to drag the polka dots over onto the paper. Remember I said I just used the default settings? The plaid would have been pretty cute too, wouldn't it? Don't talk me into that, Kristen. You talking about this one? Ooh, probably not. You are probably talking about, I don't know. We're going with polka dots. Go with those polka dots. Okay. So I don't think I made that last piece of paper. I don't think I made the design on that last one larger, so we may have an issue. Let's go to inches. And it's unlocked. Let me fix that. We're going to go 12.5 by 12.5. I don't think that I made that last one larger, so I'm probably going to have to reprint that one. Okay. Now also, I think maybe to separate the two, let's just add a rectangle, a long skinny rectangle, and let's see, I'm going to use my dropper tool if I can find it. This screen is really small right now. Here's the dropper tool right here. So if I click on that dropper tool while this is selected and I go find a color, let's find red, it changes it to that color. So here's what I'm going to print next. So the first one finished. And and I didn't make it wider. I failed to make it wider. I'm thinking about just putting all different things all over these pieces. Okay, so we're going to print the second piece. That says Hot Mess Crafting. Hot Mess Crafting. Basically have to climb into my printer almost to print it. Okay, so now we're going to print this one again. I think the settings should be the same. They are, so let's hit print. Okay, so we're going to think about this for a minute. If we're going to think about this. Okay, I think I can make this work. I think I can make this work. It's going to look terrible. It's going to look silly. We're going to go for it. We are going to go for it. Hot Mess Crafting is the best kind. Oh my gosh. Hey, Tianda. Wasn't her calendar cute, Carrie Crafts? That was so cute. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and switch so that you see my overhead camera. So let's go ahead and just get rid of all this stuff. And then let's remove that. Okay. Let's add this. Get my camera to a good place. Let's just try this. Is this as dark as it looks on my screen? It looks really, really dark. Oh, I missed. Oh, okay. You're talking about our fabric. Hey, Investa. Okay, the crafted mind. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to figure out how to make this work. I need to make sure I put it on the correct side. This is the really smooth, slippery side. I wonder if I can turn those. Let me try to turn the upper lights up just a little bit more. And see if that makes it better. I think it did make it a little bit better. Different camera colors. I know. I don't know. This one is terrible. Okay, so this one will fit. This one will cover this whole thing. I thought it was going to be too small, but it actually will cover it. And I want to try to kind of mix it up a little bit with this. First, I'm just going to get it trimmed down, and then we're going to see how it'll fit together. See how it will fit together. What are you guys doing this evening? Yeah, I know it does look very shadowed, but I mean, the ceiling's right there and the lights are right up there, so I don't know why it always looks this terrible. Although these are can lights, and the can lights, there's no can light right over this table. I think that's my problem. And I don't think I'm going to be able to add a can light there. Maybe I should move my room around so I have a light over my table. So, are you guys working on anything? Or are you relaxing? Ooh, I like that. I love that green and white. Hopefully it looks okay with this. Okay, so if I lay this under here, I can see that it would cover this whole piece. But what I think I want to do, I saw a box on Amazon where in the middle here, not quite the middle, it went to a different thing. So that's why I did that rectangle. And then I think I'll put part of the polka dots here. That's what I think I'll do. And then I'll put the polka dots on all of that. We're just going to make this work. Okay. So I need to get something to cut this with so I can cut it really straight. See, is this large enough? We're going to make it work. Just finished dinner making sweatshirts. What'd you have for dinner, Delonda? Was it chicken? Did you have chicken for dinner? Thanks, Diane. I hope it works out okay. Jessie says, just watching you. Watching you, Marilyn. You know I'm on here. Okay, let's try to get this straight. Let's try to get it pretty straight. Just left from work. Stacy, welcome. Okay, how much do I need to cut off? How much of you do I need to cut off? Let's see. Let's go with this much. Shrimp fried rice, that sounds good. But it wasn't chicken fried rice. We had at work today, I think it was like Teacher Appreciation National, no, it's FEA week. I don't know what it was, but they fed us and it was good. It was Mexican food, and we have a really, really good Mexican restaurant here in town. And so they had beef fajita stuff, so beef and onions and peppers. They had chicken fajita stuff. Where's my other tape? It was all very, very good, and I ate way too much. Okay, I think this might turn out okay. Here's my other pieces. It would have been better if I would have had this red bumped right up against that. That would have worked better, but I didn't. So we're going to make it work. Embroidering shirts for your brother's radio show. Oh, wow. What kind of radio show does he have? Okay. So, to make this work, I'm going to take this paper and hopefully this is pretty straight. Hopefully we're going to put it down. Okay, that's not short enough. Let's make it shorter. I want it a lot shorter than that. I'm going to cut off about 3 more inches. That paper or most of those designs would look nice on mugs and coasters too. I was even thinking about making a car coaster. So I have a car coaster that says Faith right now, and I've been using it for a long, long time. I thought about making a car coaster also in the next few days. So I might do that. Sorry, my DTF printer is over there shaking. All right, let's cut off about 3 inches. You know, we're just winging this whole thing anyway, right? Okay. I could use those for some of the little parts and pieces. We'll see if that works out or not. Okay, so I got the smooth part. We're going to go ahead and tape this down. And actually, how in the world am I going to tape this? I know how I'm going to tape it. I'm going to put a piece of butcher paper under it and tape to the butcher paper. I'm probably going to put a couple pieces under it to press it. Maybe this is why one big piece of paper would be better, but I don't have that ability because I don't have a large enough printer. I'm not even sure they make large enough printers. So I'm going to have to do this because I'm using this press instead of my huge press. I'm going to have to do it in 2 presses anyway. So we are going to work right now. We're just going to work on this top side. And if it looks really, really cruddy, I'll cry and I'll end the live and we'll be done. But we're going to hope for the best. We're going to hope for the best. We're going to trudge through regardless of how it looks. So I want this little maroon or deep red thing. I would like it. Save the scraps of ribbon to type. Cute idea. That's a really cute idea. And I do have some ribbon that I can sublimate. I love that idea. Okay. I think I made this strip a little too wide. So what I'll do is I'll make it into 2 narrow strips. That way, if I need a second one, I'll have it. And my cutting mat's kind of short, so I know I didn't get all the way to the end. And I'll probably just hand cut what I didn't get to. Kristen, that is a very, very good idea. Awesome. Michelle got her first candle thread and she got a discount. I see a tiny little roller track on this little roller wheel. I haven't seen roller wheels for a long time. But in this solid red, I can see just a tiny, tiny little one. I remember when I first started sublimation, it seemed like I always had those stupid roller wheel marks. Okay, so I believe that this said Finalizing your small laser farm setup. The extension cords come in. I can add them to a docking station. I'll run some data cable into my craft room and add one in the embroidery area. Barb, you got some serious stuff going on there. Hey, Lynn. I honestly wish I could place another big order, but I need to look and see what I have. On your candle thread, Delonda? So it said $3.56 for 60 seconds. And I know $3.56 is probably fine, but I'm more of a $3.85 girl. So I think I'm going to do $3.85. You guys think it'll be okay? I do need to get another big piece of butcher paper. I feel like this could go through one piece of butcher paper and ruin my pressing mat. So I'm going to get a second piece of butcher paper. And through some miracle and the grace of God, this is going to turn it looking cute. Very cute. You also can sublimate this little insert that goes inside. I'm not sure, how would you feel if you got food from somebody and the food was kind of up against some ink? Because I didn't know if I wanted to sublimate that for that very reason. Because I'm not sure I would love that. Just not sure. Okay, I'm glad Dim's in here because I just used my fabric scissors to cut that. Okay, so I think what I want to do is maybe put a little tape on the back side of this to hold it into place. Just a little bit. And I want my red to be over the green because I feel like the red is so powerful that if I had the green over the red a little bit, I feel like the red maybe could come through. Dims is here. All right, Dims, I'm glad you're here, but I'm sorry I used my fabric scissors on my paper. But I'd rather you be here and do a no-no than you not be here. Okay, so we're going to tape those together. I feel like I felt when I first started crafting, and I really didn't know how to do much of anything, and I was kind of winging it through it. That's exactly how I feel right now. Is that I am just winging it through this. Oh, I don't want those. Those are like pinking shears. Do you guys ever wing it to get through what you're getting through? Is winging it on live acceptable? Something tells me winging it on live is probably not a great idea. Thanks, Dims. Gonna do the unthinkable and right on my thread guide. I'm gonna place a small mark next to each of the colors I have. Oh, that portfolio thing? Oh my gosh. That's really kind of a good idea, but can you do it in pencil so you can erase it? Okay, so it would look, and I know I have to flip it over, but I want to show you. It's going to look like that, and then we're going to have the polka dots over here. And this isn't going to be a very straight cut, but we're doing it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. I could slide this white under there. Okay, that's a good idea. You can slide the white under it. And so let's cut to about here. Please be long enough. Please be long enough. Do you guys still feel like you're winging it on some of your crafts? So I don't know if you were here. When did I do that? Tuesday? Patrice was on and I jumped on with her and I used my serger for the first time. It wasn't pretty, but I did it. This is going to be cute. Look at that. That's going to be cute in the end. Please let this be cute. Please be cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of tape over here just to get those where I want them. And then I'll flip it over here in a minute. You're still winging it on some things. I guess life would be boring if we didn't wing it on something. Okay, press, don't leave me now. But using that dropper tool on Inkscape, I was able to match this to this really nicely. A dropper tool is one of my favorite tools in designing software. I really, really love them. And I didn't know about dropper tools for a really long time, and I would just try to find the right color. And so the dropper tool saves a lot of time and frustration. Okay, fighting with wreaths. Over here we craft for May. I've never made a wreath, and I would like to make a wreath. Stacy A. Bear knows that. Stacy, are you still here? She knows I want to make a wreath because I asked her to come on and teach us how to do it because I know she knows how. You know those wreaths that you put that, it's not really mesh stuff through, but I don't know what it's called. I have a bunch of it. I've never used it, and I want to make a wreath out of it. Hey, Evelyn. Yeah. Hooray, I used that darn serger. Okay, so here's what it's going to look like. It's going to look like that. I need to change my settings. I realized I still have this on for rhinestones. And so I'm going to go ahead and bump it up. Do you guys think 385 is too hot? Maybe I'll do 380. And then for the time, I'm going to do 60 seconds, which is what they told me to do, because I don't often do 60 seconds anymore. I always did when I started sublimation, but I rarely go 60 seconds anymore. Let's see. Oh, mesh and burlap together would be cute. Aw, I want to be in your book club. I want to make a wreath. So, Jolanda, do you think 380 is too much for this? I said 356. That just makes me nervous. You've made 2, and they're not for you. No, who was that? Who said that? It's jumping. Mylene says, oh, it was Mylene, but she's made 2. Thank you. You're definitely winging it. Welcome to the Winging It Club. All right, so I'm flipping it over. Now, you know we always pre-press when we do sublimation. I don't know if I need to. I do not know, but I guess I will. All right, so I am using this new HPV Ront AutoPress 2. And I'm finding that I really like it. And I did like my other one, but not until I got a new mat for it. And even though this mat, I'm going to do this for about 10 seconds. Even though this mat is better than the other one, when you see my video, I'm still going to recommend to get a different mat. Hi, Deborah. All right, 9 seconds, that's good enough. From choir rehearsal. I used to be in the church choir. Oh, I kind of put a wrinkle in it. Not a wrinkle, but a... I was in a Christmas cantata one time at this decently small church that I was in Tulsa when I lived in Tulsa. And that was a lot of fun. Okay, so I have just a small kind of crease in it that I put in it. It's going to be fine. Now, it did curl up from the heat. But again, we're just winging it. I'm a little nervous to put tape on this surface. So, like I said before, I'm going to tape everything down or tape my paper down to this butcher paper, and we're going to hope that it stays there. Okay, make sure everything's covered. Make sure it is all covered. It really is humped up from that heat. Now, you guys know I like my tape. So I'm using as much tape as I feel it takes. Oops. Okay, I missed something. Aw, that's nice, Maylene. All right, 60 seconds really worries me on this cardboard stuff because I just had it under there 10. It really worked it. We'll see. I also would like to put something on top of it. I would prefer that that something be more paper. So one more trip to the paper closet and I will be right back. I don't really have a paper closet. My paper closet, my bling vault, that's all just in what used to be a large closet. When I first started YouTube, I worked in that closet, so my first videos were literally in a big closet. Okay. Because some of this paper extends past it and I don't have the thick cardstock or cardboard under it, that's why I put 2 sheets of paper under it so that I do preserve my pressing mat. Okay. I know this is going to put a crease in it, but we're in this far. Let's just keep going. It turns out how it turns out. So Sheila, welcome. I am making a mess. I'm trying to make a cupcake box. And it's really turned out to be just quite a mess. I didn't think things through before the live and it shows. But I also wanted to get on here and just kind of do it from scratch. It's only been 30 seconds. Let's see. Thanks, Unbiased. So next Thursday, with it being Thanksgiving, I won't be on Thursday night, but we are going to do a Friendsgiving on Wednesday at 2 o'clock Central Time. I don't know if it's going to be sewing or embroidery. What I do know is it's not going to be serging. It may be freestyle, where I do whatever I want, and Patrice does whatever she wants. Okay. I think I'll remove the paper over here so I don't let it slide around and cause ghosting. But I'll show you here in just a second. All right. Whoops. Okay, as it slid off. Oh, that's cute. Oh. Oh. I did not have it placed well on my pressing mat. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you see these lines right here? That's because there's a dip. That's where it folds down. But look at this. I did not have it centered well on the pad. So look at this side. This side did great. Now that doesn't look like it did great. But I can tell it's from me not having it placed well. It's still cute. If it weren't such a big thing and a wonky thing, I actually would put my paper back on, but I know I would just mess it up. So that's what we have so far. It is cute. This is a lot of work though. This is a lot of work. So, you know, these were like on sale, $2 and something a piece, and then you're doing all this work. I don't know. I think I'd rather do those coffee cup ones. Also, I did get a little bit of ink even on this bottom piece. If I didn't have this under there, that would have gone on my pressing mat. So don't feel bad for using a decent amount of paper. I can keep most of that paper cut out where the ink is. I can keep most of that paper and reuse it. I can use it for underpainting projects. So, I mean, I have my old Cricut mats in there that are no longer sticky because I put them under things when I want to keep my table clean. You can reuse a lot of things so it doesn't end up in the trash can. Okay, let's see. Will this cover the rest of the thing? No, it will not. So we're probably going to piece things together again because I don't really want to print out a whole nother large design. And remember, I still have one of those maroon things, so I can kind of do what I did before and mix it up a little bit. Maybe what I'll do is put the polka dots here and then have the candy canes here. Okay, that's not big enough for it. Where's my other candy cane piece? I thought I cut 2 of those off. Of course, I didn't have either one large enough to go there. Of course. Now, I guess what I could do is I could place another candy cane down here. Nope, because I didn't make it large enough. It won't go all the way to the side. I could piece things together, but I'm going to print something out again. I think what I would like to do this time is all polka dots. So let me print one more polka dot thing out. But do you like the way it looks so far? Okay, I see a lot of people talk about it. It's really cute so far. Except for this right here. That doesn't look good at all. But I'm learning on this first one. And I'll have a better idea of what to do. So I think next time, if I actually made it the right size, I could have one piece. Oops. I could have one piece for all the way up to here, and then have that be a second piece. Then if I wanted to sublimate on the piece inside here, I could use, maybe I'll do that just for fun. I could use that. I think I'll do that just because we can. Okay, so now I'm going to do more polka dots. I don't know if you can see me struggling over here, but putting paper in that thing is a mess. Okay. Hey, Shanita Nicole. It's looking good so far. Thank you, Geneva. So I'm going to go ahead and just print more polka dots without sharing the screen with you. Hopefully that's okay. Now, let me make sure. How much do I need? So yep, that would be plenty. Plenty. So I'll go ahead and print one more of those, and then we'll have enough. Okay, and because there's so much white on that, it shouldn't take too long to print. Sometimes when I'm doing like full bleed tumblers and the whole paper is covered with colors, it does take quite a while for me to print at that high quality level. But it's just always, it's always been a setting that for me works really well. So what I'll do while I'm waiting on that is I will go ahead and put polka dots on this. Let's go ahead and cut this down. I don't need it so big. And remember, like Kristen recommended, you know, I can use this for something else. Now, Kristen, remember you said you could use some and sublimate it onto your ribbon? I think these might be perfect for that. So I'll keep those. Let's cut this down. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut out that piece of green ink that showed up on my paper. And then I think I'll just fold this over and use that. So now you have to be careful with this one because it's a little bit sneakier. You have to make sure that you are sublimating on the correct side, which is this top side here. Now, I really can't salvage this paper here. I have a piece right here. Let's go ahead and use that. And I feel like my 380 for 60 seconds worked well. So we'll see when this presses, if it presses more evenly. I honestly do feel, because this side pressed so nicely, I feel like where it's lightened up there, I probably had it at the edge of the press. And that was my bad. My bad. Probably would have eaten the cupcake right now. And I haven't even made the cupcakes yet, Barb. What I was thinking when I got these was, you know, my niece, I've talked about her opening her new bakery in Arkansas, in Rogers, Arkansas. And I thought I could make some of these for her bakery. And it's a lot of work. I think the next thing I'll try are those coffee cup holders. They're smaller. I'm not going to have to piece as many pieces together. And at less than $1 a piece, I think financially that just makes more sense. Well, that is cute. Hot, but cute. Okay, so you can see here that pressed really nicely. And then when that sets down, when it sits down in the box, and probably something that was even a third coordinating thing, like that plaid. Remember I had that plaid also, or the zigzag. A third design might have been really cute down there, but I think that'll look fine. That'll be really cute. Okay, so we're going to have one more press to go. That still looks good. This is not good, but I still have paper on this that ink didn't get on. So I'm just going to cut off the part that has ink on it. When you have ink on your protective paper, you just don't want to reuse it because that is going to transfer to something else. So, okay, so this template, this is actually something that is on Amazon. It's not anything I made. It's on Amazon. There is a link in the video description, and it is already pre-coated with a sublimation coating. That would be cute for a potluck. They have different sizes. I feel like, you know, you could put cookies, you could put candy. You know, a lot of people will make chocolates for the Christmas time, or something I love. My mother-in-law taught me this years ago. You take cranberries, wash them dry, and they have to be super, super, super dry. And then that almond bark. So you could use chocolate or the white. What's the white called? It's just almond bark. You could use either one of those. You put your cranberries into the melted almond bark. It's really pretty on the creamy color because sometimes some of the juices of the cranberry will kind of bleed through. But you stir your cranberries in that almond bark and then just drop it onto a sheet and let it harden up. They are so good because you bite in and you get that tartness of the cranberry and then the sweetness of the almond bark. The first time I ate one, I thought it was nuts in there. I mean, I just didn't even look at it. And I wasn't ready for that tartness. And so the first time I ate one, I didn't really care for it. But then afterwards, I couldn't get enough of them. Okay. So we have the rest of this, and I should be able to have enough this left for some ribbon too. So I'm going to hold it about where it needs to go, figure out where I need to cut it, making sure that I leave a little extra so that I don't have to print another one. And then I'll do what Kristen recommended and save these scraps for something that I can use to wrap around it. Okay, I'm going to cut away the white. You wouldn't have to, but just so that I know that I have my cupcake holder in the right place, I'm going to get rid of the white sides. I don't want to accidentally have the cardboard stuff over on the white, and then it messes up my design. Hey Kim, how are you? Hi Gwendolyn, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so now we're going to place this upside down like that. And oh my goodness, it barely fits. Barely fits. You can see better from the back side that it barely fits. Okay. Go ahead and do it over here so I can carry it over like that. Now what I do need to make sure is I don't get too much over on this. So I feel like it's in a good place here. So slip it over, try to hold it in that good place, and then make sure that I have the paper under it everywhere. Now, it's going to be really tight up in this corner. Okay. And then just to keep it from shifting. Okay, I think it looks good. We're going to see. Okay, I see Ebony's in here somewhere. There you are. Hey, Creating with Tuck. That is Ebony. And Tuck, she used to be called, I don't want to say this, it sounds offensive, but I think, ooh, I just put tape on that. Oh, we're going to see if the tape hurts that or not. Ebony, what's Tuck stand for? Because I don't want to say it if I'm wrong, what I think it is. I don't want to say it if I'm wrong. Okay, now. Alrighty. So that's going to be on top of it. So I need another sheet under it. I told you it was the last trip to the paper closet, but I was wrong. Okay, so now that you're seeing how much work these are, is this something you feel like you would even want to do? Maybe you would consider it like a puzzle and you'd think it's fun. What do you think? I'm thinking next time I will definitely try to print it in one print, other than, it's still going to be a tiny bit too small. But I don't want to have to piece it together in as many pieces as I did this time. Okay, so Ebony, look how it's for a cup. You do mugs, don't you? Look in the video description for the link to some that are a whole lot less expensive than these. They're for coffee mugs, but there's other things for individual cupcakes and stuff like that. But to me, the coffee cup ones were the least expensive. And there's two types of coffee cup ones. One of them might work. Okay, so we're going to place that under there. And let's make sure this time that it's centered well. That looks good. a little bit worried about this. It doesn't have enough paper on top of it. I think I have enough good paper here to just place that over it. I have ruined 2 pressing mats by not being careful enough. Of course, one was because I left my press on for like a long time. And so what I was sublimating, it just went straight through it and down onto my pressing mat. All right, last press. Last press. Trying to get caught up here. I do think these are really cute, but quite a bit of work. And it might just be because I didn't think it through. I think if you think it through a little bit better the first time, it wouldn't be nearly as much work. Thank you over here, We Craft for Money. Hey, Dawn, welcome. It's been a long time since I've seen you. I'm glad to see you on here. Hope you're doing okay. All right, 20 more seconds to perfectly imperfect. Very imperfect. Okay, so for everybody that came in a little bit later, check that out. Isn't that cute? This was done on a fiber laser. I had all kinds of settings that I tried on the back side. Okay, now I put some, oh, well, that didn't do so well over there. I put some of this tape on the back side. Okay, it's coming off without ripping anything up. Good deal. And I have 2 layers of paper. The top layer obviously got ink on it. Let's see if it went through to the second layer. I see a little bit there, but I don't know if that's from this press or something that was already there. I definitely see it on the back here. So those are going away. Those will be not used again on my press. Okay, so here's that one. And I don't think it did a great job over at the side. Doesn't look all that great to me, but we're going with it. So now let's see if I can figure out how to fold these. I have some boxes that sometimes when I ship out things, I use the boxes and I have to fold those. So I feel like it's probably going to be similar to that. I think the nice thing is just get all the folds loosened up. Yes, so that's, I think they would make really good gifts for like groomsmen. If you don't have a bajillion people at the wedding, they could be wedding favors. I'm kind of cheap, so but I did see somebody talk about using them as wedding favors. And honestly, they're not very expensive. Like I got 60 of them. I think I did put these in the description. Now you cannot do well on these without a fiber laser. So don't get them thinking they're going to look really, really good on a diode or a CO2 laser. I thought I would get to doing some of this tonight. That's why I put them in there. But just ignore that link. I'll take it out after the live is over. Okay, so we're just folding all these parts and pieces. I think I've folded everything. Let's see if we can't figure out how to put it together. Okay, so there's a little slit over here. So this is going to come up and go in that slit somehow. Here we go. There we go. afraid I'm going to rip it. It's not very fragile though, which is good. There. Almost done. Now, there is the little piece that you put on the inside here. So let me pre-fit it. Oh, good. Okay. So they make it quite a bit larger than the opening, but not so large that you have to be concerned about it. And so there's little pieces of double-sided tape on here. And peel that off. And even though this box has warts and all, this box is going to be used for something. It is going to somebody with cookies or cupcakes or candy or something in it. Okay, so then let's put it down, making sure that I don't have any of that tape exposed in the opening. That looks good. We'll rub it down. And we have a cupcake box. Now there's a little slit right here. Now, what do? I think, okay, so I think it goes on the inside, and then this little rounded piece probably glides up in there. There we go. Oh, I think I didn't do that right. I think maybe this top goes on the outside. What do you think? You think it goes on the outside? I don't know. No, it has to go on the inside. That looks silly. Okay. Well, I don't like how it sticks out so far there, but probably if I would have spent more time really folding those over, that would look better. You know that bothers me. Let me try to squeeze that in some. It is cute, Barb. Thank you. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Dimps. Okay. A sticker would be cute. Who had that idea? Over here, we craft mate. A little sticker would be cute. I could even make sublimation stickers or just printed stickers. Why do I need to make it hard? When I just print out a sticker, why would I sublimate a sticker? Why would I do that? I would just print out stickers. Maybe stickers that say thank you. Okay, guys. Thanks for sticking this out with me. It was a little bit rough, but we made it through. Now there's what we have, this cute little cupcake box. I do like how the maroon kind of separates. I like how the maroon separates it. I'm not in love with this box. I didn't get it perfect there. It's not perfect, but it's cute. And what I was thinking is, if I could figure out a template for it, a printable template, I would put, like my niece's bakery's called Butter and Blooms. I could put that there, but that's going to be way too much work. So I would just do something like this. Now I didn't put this little thing inside. Let me do that, and then we will go ahead and sign off. It also has little foldy things. And then each of the insides of the cupcakes has foldy things, but I'm not going to fold those right now. Oh, got to fold you too. And you. It's probably square. It probably goes in either way. Okay. We're done. I'm just waiting for Delonda to say, send me some cupcakes in that thing. All right, that's cute. It is cute, but it was quite a bit of work. It was quite a bit of work. Yeah, Karen, they are cute. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. All right, well, if you're interested, there is a link to these in the video description. No tape? Not yet. I think I would. Like, I would put, like, somebody recommended and do a sticker or something like that. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it, Carrie Crafts. No tape. That's funny. That is funny. Here we go. That's what we have. Love you guys. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the jokes, the fun time, the patience, the tell me it's cute even though I see obvious issues. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you being here. Great gift for teachers. That's true. That is so true. Thanks, Evelyn. Thanks, Jolanda. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. Again, there are, hey, Shay. There are ones for coffee mugs. They're much more affordable, less expensive, and they would be smaller. You probably wouldn't have to do as many pieces of paper as I did. Yes, that was you. Yes. So one thing, maybe, Chuck, you could make your logo and have your logo in small bits. Maybe I'll do that, making with Marilyn and have it all over this in little small pieces. I don't know. But that's what we have. I appreciate you guys being here. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section under the video. If you don't mind, it does help the channel if you go under the video and leave a comment. Donzel always does that. Thank you, Donzel. It's much appreciated. I won't be here next Thursday. Hey, Sandra, thank you. I won't be here next Thursday. Hey, Terry, thanks. But we will be on for Friendsgiving on Wednesday afternoon. Thanks, Zelda. At 2 in the afternoon Central Time, 3 Eastern Time. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks, everyone. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Let me get my little end stream ready over here. Thanks, Lynn. Let's see. Hey, Dee, I haven't seen you. Very cute. Cupcake box being in the bushes tonight. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you were here, and thanks so much, everybody. Gail, I don't know what we're doing. I think she kind of had me talked into, we've only talked about it when we were on live, so we haven't had any conversations. I think she had me talked into embroidery. Or she said freestyle, where we do anything that we want to do. So I'm not really sure yet. Thank you, Robin. Oh, thanks, Karen. Yeah, if you don't mind, give me that thumbs up real quick. And again, if you don't mind, put something under the video. It can just be eyes. It can be a heart. You don't have to say a word, just some little emoji. I appreciate it. All right. I will see you guys hopefully then tomorrow night in Patrice's Live. No, Tanya. No, not surging. That is a definite hard no. But I'll probably see you either in the chat tomorrow night, or I think maybe we're doing something together tomorrow night. I'm not sure, but I'll at least see you in the chat. And then let's see, Delonda, when are you guys doing so good this weekend? Saturday, Sunday. Give her a minute. Because when you're on StreamYard, like what I see, there's a big delay. So, oh, Jolanda. Okay, so tomorrow night on Patrice's, either Saturday or Sunday for So Good. I know they'll put a thumbnail out early because they always do. Eve will be on Sunday night, and then we start it all over. So thanks for being here, and until next time, bye. Hey, Addie.